They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Fight with all your heart!
Showtime! Round one. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Well-timed command throw there. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner sweep. Both fighters are low on drive. They'll want to tread carefully for this part of the fight. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. We've got both sides without a drive gauge. How will they overcome this? How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Recovers from burnout. Player two can't afford to get hit again, but brings out the super Getzo. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Connects with medium kick. Player one spent a chunk of their SA meter and enters the round with a deficit. They've got to be extra careful. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player two is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very... Oh, burnout triggered! Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Jumps up. What'll happen here? They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Hits them with a stop and pop. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. They got a big down. He cashes out the gauge right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Take it! Closes it out. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Decides to meet them in the air. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Player two will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Down to the wire. Player two is in burnout. Drives off the table. Decent return on that combo. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Getzo. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Okay, they trade hits. Burnout activates. Player two is in burnout. Drives off the table. Jump. Oh, looking to ramp up the voltage here. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Going in. Player one, how will they utilize this? Oh no, they're stunned. Player two has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Oh, what's this? This is gonna be bad news. Can they create an opportunity for them? Oh, burnout triggered. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. There it is. They knew it'd be enough.
Now you know history.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. That drive impact doesn't get through. Throws them to negate the block. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Player two is in burnout. Drives off the table. Taking stock. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Holds out with the block. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 chases them down. If they can't escape, fold! That gets them. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Fight!
Who's going to start things off? The Gladius throws them away. That drive impact doesn't get through. Okay, creating some space here. Grabs and throws them away. All right, what's coming up next? Brings out a bomb. It's cute and makes people uneasy. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Side switch in the corner. Max SA gets set up with the jump in. Knockout and the low blocked. Their will to win is really being tested here. Life lead is there. Their timing was on point there. That perfect parry may lead to something. Both sides, what a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Trouble from up top reads the jump in perfectly. And fold for the throw. That's what they came for. The parry. A parry? Super armor. Cold and calculated. Player 1 is in a very... This is gonna hurt. Amazing. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. They're absolutely relentless. From above, solid anti-air. Connects with the throw. Both fighters are down to half life. Come for them with a phalanx. Player 1 can't let this sip drop some hard. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Looking to burn out, but they may have a plan here. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Did not miss that chance and takes the round.
Now you know history.
That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Grabs and throws him away. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Throws him down. All right. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The throw is escaped. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Will this super art connect? Taking stock. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Experiencing burnout. Knockdown. So little life left. They saw the chip KO on the table. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Fight!
From upstairs, who's going to start things off? Burnout activates. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Drive usage is back on the table. A quick breather. Player 1 has a chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Looking for a hole. Backstep rolling attack. A jump. Doesn't touch the throw. Player 2 faced a giant and walked away unscathed. What a win! Oh, we're not done yet. Looks like they're both warmed up. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Holds out with the block. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Reads them. All right, what's coming up next? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. This is a tough spot. Strings it all together. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. But Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Each hit is so important here. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. In with a backstep roll. They trade. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Holds out. Oh, Burnout triggered. Player 2 in dire straits with Burnout. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Going in, Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Big opportunity now in this. How will they utilize this? Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. What'll happen? And fold! Nasty blow to the back of the head. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their sneaks in the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're knocked up out of the air. That's a counter. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Turning it right up with a super. Oh, you gotta spin it if you're in it to win it. Going all out with the ground shave cannonball. Player 2 is in burnout. This is gonna hurt. Grounds them from above. What are they gonna do? The jump in is denied. What are you jumping in for? Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hits them with a stopping block. Sticks the combo. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Pressuring them in the corner. No good up high. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Will this super art connect? All right, what's coming up next? Neither of them willing to back off here. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2 KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. In with a backstep roll. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? And fold for the throw! That's what they came for! Brushes that off and keeps going. Still slugging it out at this range. What'll happen? Sees them coming and shrugs it off with a super arm. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Barely blocks the jump in. Are we gonna see a comeback here? The fighters return to the closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. In with a backstep roll. The match just started. It's anyone's game. Still plenty of time left. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. And fold! Nasty blow to the back of the head. And they burn out in sync. Clutch, block, anti-air. Super art to show them what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Oh, you gotta spend it if you're in it to win it. Going all out with the ground shave cannonball. Player 2 flipping the script with a turnaround super. Nowhere to run. Crowns them from above. Looking for a hole. A jump. Shrugs that off. That combo finishes it. Player 2 delivers the upset. That's one for the replay. believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to set up with the jump in. Oh wow, look at the damage that did. Fantastic work with that combo. Player one chases them down. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how... Oh! They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. No more drive gauge. Gets them. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Sticks the combo. Limited resources. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Okay, creating some space here. A quick breather. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super arm. Just goes for it at this range. Player one hits him with a stopping bomb. Going in. Player one is going wild with Shout of Earth. Player one is not in a good place. Burn tags him and takes the W. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Pushing through with the gladiator. Finds the target. Taking chunks out of each other. Connects with the throw. What now? Player one is in a pretty good situation with turning it right up with a super. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
Now you know history.
Player two, super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Nothing stops this train. There's a burnout. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They're in range. We gonna see a jump. This can lead to some big damage. A jump? They didn't take the throw? Player two, straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks anti-air in this one. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Still slugging it out at this range. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Trips him up. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. So it looks like our fighters are taking a breather. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Takes a trip. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. That combo did decent damage. Grabs him. Player two, KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Uses the target combo as a filler. Brushes that off and keeps going. Still scrapping for control of the space. Grabs and throws them away. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Looking to impress with this super. Burning all three bars with a crowd-made cannonball. Unleashing the beast. Going in. Player one will need to use their meter here wisely. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Can't it? This is gonna hurt. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Okay, here we go. Chisels him down. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting if this can lead to some big damage. Brings out a bomb. It's cute and makes people unhinged. Gets the side switch. Perfect execution with the anti-air. There's a burnout. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Drops him hard. Player two is looking at burns the gauge on the super. These guys are not giving each other any time. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
Now you know history.
This is going to they are done! Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps in. The jump in catches them. Player one has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Throws him down. Trips him up. Oh! Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how this is a huge chance to make it feel. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Grabs him, everything up, and puts the super armor to good use. And fold for the throw. That's what they came for. You've got to seize him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Player one and fold. Nasty blow to the back of the head. Going in. There's a wall spot. They can't do it. KO! Player one took no time to finish that fight. They're in a proverbial downward spiral. There's no end to this battle. The combo's there. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Taking stock. Beautiful setup with that attack. Takes the chance to hurt him. All right, what's coming up next? I can't keep track of these corner switches. KO! Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Combo with the target combo. Takes them over. There's a wall spot. They can't do anything now. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Burn a perfect KO. They were in full control there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player two couldn't even get a tickle in. Might be time for a change. The match just started. It's anyone's game. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Plenty of health, full gauges. Let's go. This can lead to some big damage. What's that all? Excellent damage on that. Player one, there's a burnout. Player one is looking at a grim situation with burnout. They're in the corner. This may change the match. Super armor, hold and calculate. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Dangerous range here, solid anti-air. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? What's next? Player one, walls flat. What a finish! Player two delivers the upset. That's one for the replay. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Knockdown. Does a good job of pushing back. The cross-up's good. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. KO. Player two hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Gets the jump in. Jumps up. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Big throw. Going in. the jumping. Untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Player 2 played with a lot of heart to pull off a tremendous win. Definitely one to watch.
Round 1.
They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Snares him. An aggressive attack. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. The jump-in is denied, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. This is a huge chance to make him feel it. Life lead opens up. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. The Gladius throws them away, hits them with a stopping block. Still slugging it out at this range. What'll happen here? Sets the bomb off to shake them up. Jumps up. Clint experiencing burnout. Jumps in. But wrecks them. Oh no, they're stunned. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Oh, putting the cherry on top. Kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. In with a backstep roll. Oh, talk about overextending. Still slugging it out here. No good up high. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Takes a trip. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Taking stock. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. All right, in full for the throw. That's what they came for. Shout of Earth, cranking it up. Oh, they can't ignore. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? A thunderous drive impact to close the round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Oh, burnout triggered. Dealing a nice chunk of damage. What a payoff. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. What'll happen here? Player 2 in there. We're tied up at 1 round each. Do these two have anything up their sleeves for the final round? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Charges forward. Goes off beat with the aerial rolling. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Solid anti-air. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. Fights back with authority. Taking chunks out of each other here. Harry connects. Keeps them out. Drops them from the air. Puts that off. Player, oh, burnout. Do they mean to closes it out? Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Manages to block the jump-in attack. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity down to the wire. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Life lead opens up. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Going in? Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work.
Where are you going?
They need to rely. It's too much! Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get to place it. Backstep rolling attack? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Shout on Earth, cranking it up. Can they keep on him? Saw that coming. Goes for the jump in. Breaks the block with a throw. Quick breather. Player, ooh! There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Life lead is there. It's a good spot to use the super. Kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Decides to go in with the target combo. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player 2 is in a tight spot right now. Taking stock. Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Uses the target combo as a filler. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. A quick breather. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Both fighters are low on drive. What'll they use it on? Gets the jump in. It's a good spot to use the super. Is this gonna kill?
Now you know.
It doesn't kill. They're still in this. Life lead is there, but sees a KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Sees it coming and blocks it out. Blocks the jump in. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weakened. Absorbs the attack and fires back. We've got both sides without a drive gauge. How will they overcome this? Player 2 chases them down. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The jump in is denied. Box him with a target combo. Experiencing burnout. Spends 2 for the meteorite and absolutely destroys them. Catapults them up and brings them crashing back down. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Breaks those shins. Scrapping it out. Just goes for it at this range. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 2 just put themselves on equal footing with that super. Nobody blinked. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Big throws. Brings out a bomb. It crowns him from above. Experiencing burnout. Oh, burnout triggered. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Okay, sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. A lot of pressure building up here. What are they gonna in with the cross? What a finish! Woo! I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Round
It's
one.
not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. From upstairs. Sticks the combo. Burnout is triggered. No good up high. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Who saw that coming? Talk about a comeback. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 2 steals it back. They're in the groove now, and they're gonna need to keep it up. Both fighters having a full hits them with a stop and bomb. The drive impact is denied. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. And fold! Nasty blow to the back of the head. Knockdown and... Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. And fold for the throw. It's too much. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Goes for the jump in to start. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. That feeling out crowns him from above. Ooh, you never turning it right up with a super. Devotes all that meter to the goddess of the hunt. They're about to get a big knockout kick. Ooh! Up to spend the meter on the super. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? The jump in is denied. Nothing stops this train. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Oh, putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with her. This is gonna hurt. Will they go all in without drive? What? Oh, yo! Raw super hit! All the throw connects. What's next? Player 1 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. They gotta find something to work with here. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Full drive on deck. Looking for a hold. Impact squash. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? It is over! Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage!
Honda.
Another fight is coming your way.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Fight with all your heart.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? What are they thinking here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Goes for the throw. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Knockdown. Forward throw. Not letting them out of the corner. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. All right, what's coming up next? And fold for the throw. That's what they came for. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. To come from the brink like that? What a comeback. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Who's going to start things off? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Very solid corner switch. Oh, burnout triggered! How will they utilize this? This is a huge chance to make a field. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Super on deck for... burnout activates. Risky up-close scrap still going. Puts the super armor to good use. Player 1 will need to use their meter here wisely. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. There it is! They knew it'd be enough. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Throws them. Spirits are lifted. Nice carry. Oh, putting the cherry on top. It's the goddess of the hunt. I've heard of Aselòm, but not like this. Not like this.
Now you know history.
What will they do next? Next, the counter. They're in range. We're gonna see the overhead deny. Ooh, what a smart blow. Okay, this is gonna hurt. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Endless burns out. Back into the... Are you kidding me? Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Sets up with the jump in. Gets the combo. And fold for the throw. That's what they came for. Neither of them willing to back off. Trips them up. Does a good job of pushing back. Takes a trip. Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Sees them coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Shreds it cleanly. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Butt smash! Are we going to see some fireworks here? Launches it. Gets the combo. Player 2 will need to put charges forward. Still slugging it out at this range. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Full F burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 1 is KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Reacts to the throw. Goes for the surprise rush-in. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Trips him up. Lots of aggression from both sides. Well-timed command throw there. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity in a dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes. One shot is all both fighters need to close this out. The counterattack connects. Great sense to take advantage of even the smallest opening. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they brush that off and keep going? Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 2 has an empty drive. It's a good spot to use the super. The goddess of the hunt has arrived. Say goodbye to that life gauge.
Now you know.
Player 2 has the deck. Just goes for it at this range. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Throws them. Spirits are lifted. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Both sides getting ready. Switch sides. Back to the Lowe's block. Solid anti-air. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Goes for the ground and pound. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. What now? It drops him hard. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Both fighters are playing with a full deck of drive. They need to show their hand and do something with it. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. That's exactly what they wanted. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. Those moves are made in Italy. Hits them with a stopping box. Scrapping it out up. Oh, burnout triggered. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Did well to get the buff in there. Where's their opening? Gets them. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Dealing a nice chunk of damage. What a payoff. Butt smash. Puts the super armor to good use. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. What'll happen here? They're going for the super art? Show of force. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 will have to deal with this danger. Knocked him out of the air. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super art. Oh, putting the cherry on top. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. There it is. They knew it'd be enough.
Now you know history.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Overhead, but it won't work. Hits them with a stopping block. This is a bad situation to be in. This is going to hurt. Ah, burnout activates. Player 2 is in burnout state. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with a super armor. A jump in? All the throw connects. Amazing. Player 1 can't use jump. Will this super art do anything? Gets the counter hit. What now? Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Getting up close and personal. The Lowe's block. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? Clutch read on that impact. That's gonna leave him rattled. Oh, they got him. Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. They can't get enough of each other. We got ourselves another rematch. Goes for the ground and pound. Big throws. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 has the life lead. Blocks the jump in. No good up high. Uses the parry. Parries the attack. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Throws them. What's next? Spirits are lift charges forward. Player 2 chases them down. Stops the attack by using the drive parry. Launches them. Very slick with the combo. And fold for the throw. That's what they came for. Knockdown and... Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Drive get going on the offensive. Blocks it. Player 2 can't use experiencing burnout. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Solid anti-air. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Devotes all that meter to the goddess of the hunt. They're about to get a big knockout chance.
Now you know history.
Up suspend the meter on the super. What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? A nice, chunky combo. Can they keep up the assault? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Good job blocking the jump in. Burnout activates. Puts the super armor to good use. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Was looking for that jump attack. Well-timed corner switch. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here?
Where are you going? Strike 3.
Player and bold! Nasty blow to the back of the head. Show or force. Can they keep on him? Pushing through with the black. Will that parry change the momentum of this match? What'll happen here? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Barely blocks the jump in. This is gonna hurt. Launches him. Still scrapping for control of this. Oh, now that is a punish. Absolutely relentless. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's gonna this can lead to some big damage. Look at the turns out. Player 1 can close them away. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open with a jump in. The last round. It's now or never. Risky up-close scrap still going. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious throw zone. Oh, here we go. Player 2 is in a big throw zone. How long can this offensive assault continue? Oh, that's gonna leave a crater. Okay, here we go. Oh man, this is a scare. No, it is over. Player 2 straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation.